One of the biggest artists in the space takes a hiatus from touring. Johnny Blue Skies finally releases his album, only on vinyl. A new classic country tribute album, and country music's leading man finds his next female duet partner, and more this week on the Real Country Rundown. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Nikki, and we have a lot to unpack this week, so we are going to get right to it. Remember, if you like country music, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new music or juicy deets. Okay, first off, everyone's favorite cowboy singer, Colter Wall, recently announced a hiatus from touring due to mental health. He took to Instagram a while back saying he feels privileged to have been able to play for fans, but the truth is he's mentally unwell. Because of that, he and his team have decided to cancel his remaining tour shows and take an indefinite break from live music. I know when this happens, people who've purchased tickets, even though they're going to get refunded, they get a little upset or sad. You know, Colter is absolutely incredible live, so I get it. And culturally, he has almost single-handedly revived Western cowboy music and brought it back into the spotlight recently. However, I applaud this decision from him. It was really courageous. I mean, it's not easy, especially when you have this sort of pressure to put yourself first. The sentiment I've seen so far seems mostly all positive from supporters on social media. You never know what people are going through. I could not imagine the pressure of touring live from an artist as big as Colter. But many worse things have happened when people neglect to put themselves first. So with that, Colter, I salute you and wish you all the best. The artist formerly known as Sturgill Simpson, now going by the dreadful pirate Johnny Blue Skies, finally released his new album, Mutiny After Midnight. In a classic stick it to the man scenario, where the man in this case is streaming, Johnny Blue Skies only released Mutiny After Midnight on physical copies. I mean, kinda. Like, it was on YouTube for a while. First, he did a 10-album treasure hunt. Then he teased a live streaming of it where he actually just played another artist album all the way through. And it did have a little brief run of being fully available for free on YouTube. Then it was taken down, but it is now only available on physical copy. Mutiny After Midnight was deemed a dance album. Johnny Blue Skies wanted to create a dance album, a groovy, funky, disco-y, rock kind of vibe. It's not country. It definitely isn't. And I think he hit the nail on the head with that, you know, and it isn't my favorite by a long shot, but the internet already lauds it as the new garage beer album of the year. Let me know what you think in the comments. Next up, Gavin Adcock surprised a lot of people when he announced a classic country tribute album, Country Never Dies, featuring him and other modern artists of today, covering some of the most popular classic hits and some deeper cuts. Songs like Mama Tried, Kentucky Bluebird, Slow Hand, and many more. Hey, you know, I think it is great anytime anyone plays tribute to the classics, but what's interesting to me about this album is the collection of artists chosen. People like Braxton Keith and Jake Worthington have been already covering the classic hits, but we also see some newcomers and unexpected faces here like Vincent Mason, Austin Snell, and Ashley Cook. What I wonder about is the reception of this from the fans of these artists. I think it could go either way. Either these artists, all being a lot younger themselves, will introduce their fans and younger generation to the classics and build better awareness and fan base for them, or they won't actually care because it's not even necessarily what they prefer to listen to. So far, there have been mixed reviews online, and to me, I don't think it's bad. No one tried too hard to change the original arrangement, but I do think each artist kept their own unique style on each song, so we did end up with a little bit more rocky, poppy versions of some of them. And I do agree with some people when they've said, if you're going for a classic country tribute album, Jake Worthington really stood out with his version of He Stopped Loving Her Today.
He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door.
Anyway, I think it was a cool idea from Gavin. What do you think? And lastly, seems to be everyone's favorite country music leading man, hunk, heartthrob, whatever we're calling him these days, Riley Green is back at it with another duet, this time with Carly Pearce. First, he and Ella with You Look Like You Love Me and Don't Mind If I Do. Now, Carly features him as her duet partner on If I Don't Leave, I'm Gonna Stay. Yeah. Mindbender on that one. The lead up to this song sparked the Riley dating rumor mill all over again, this time with Carly, and their steamy new song tease content, which also makes me kind of wonder if people are actually here for the song or if they're only interested in the music video, which is a sultry story of a forbidden love. I guess one that's hard to leave even though they know they should not be doing it. You know, I'm a sucker for a good duet, and I like both of these artists. Lyrically, it's a good song, but musically, it kind of falls a little flat for me. I mean, for an implied romantic and really emotional song, to me, it lacks that emotion a little bit. No longing, not really any passion. Maybe that's just me, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts too. And that's all, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for the next Real Country Rundown.